Have you ever taken a sip of seawater by accident? Yeah, it's like drinking pure regret. That one taste makes you rethink every life choice that led you to that beach. But seriously, if rain is fresh, rivers are sweet, and lakes are fine, then why is the ocean so salty it could season an entire planet? And here's the bigger question. What if one day the oceans magically turned into fresh water? Would that solve our global water crisis or destroy life as we know it? Grab your imaginary snorkel, folks. We're diving deep into this salty mystery. Believe it or not, billions of years ago, Earth's oceans weren't salty at all. Back then, our planet was basically a molten ball of chaos. Volcanoes everywhere, meteor showers like fireworks, and not a drop of beach vacation in sight. As Earth cooled down, water vapor condensed and formed the first oceans. They were pure, cleaner than bottled water. No salt, no fish, no sunscreen floating on top. So, where did the salt come from? The answer? Rocks in time. Yes, the same rocks you stub your toes on have been flavoring the oceans for billions of years. Rain isn't just water falling from the sky, it's slightly acidic. It absorbs carbon dioxide from the atmosphere and turns into a weak carbonic acid. When this rainwater flows over rocks, it dissolves minerals like sodium and chlorine, the two main ingredients in salt. Rivers then carry this mineral cocktail to the oceans. But rivers themselves don't taste salty because they're constantly moving. It's like stirring a pot and pouring out the soup before it ever gets too strong. The ocean, though, it's a patient chef. For billions of years, it's been simmering under the sun. Water evaporates, salt stays. Evaporate again, salt stays. Repeat for a few billion years, voila! You've got yourself a gigantic salty soup. Fun fact, if we collected all the salt in the oceans and spread it evenly over Earth's surface, it would form a layer 150 meters thick, taller than the Statue of Liberty. That's one heck of a giant salt shaker. Not all seas are equally salty. Take the Dead Sea. Its salt level is so high, you could float without even trying. Meanwhile, the Baltic Sea, much less salty. Why? Because rivers and melting glaciers keep adding fresh water faster than salt can build up. So next time you float in the Dead Sea and feel like Aquaman, just remember, you're not special. You're just more buoyant in soup. If rivers are constantly delivering salt to the ocean, why aren't they salty themselves? The secret lies in speed. Rivers move too fast for salt to accumulate. Imagine pouring a teaspoon of salt into a bowl of water, but you keep changing the water every second. The salt never gets a chance to stay. That's exactly what happens in rivers. They're like nature's washing machines, always rinsing, never soaking. Of course, there are exceptions. In hot, dry places like Australia or the American Southwest, some rivers do get salty because the water evaporates faster than it can flow. Basically, Mother Nature's cooking again. Now, let's play a dangerous what if. Suppose tomorrow you wake up and every ocean on Earth turns into fresh water. At first, it sounds awesome. Unlimited drinking water, no more desalination plants. But within hours, the planet would panic. First victims, marine life. Fish, coral, plankton, they all depend on salt water. Take away the salt, and their cells explode from osmotic shock. It's like throwing a goldfish into your bathtub. Not a happy ending. Next, climate chaos. The ocean's salt content helps regulate ocean currents, those massive conveyor belts that move heat around the globe. Without salt, these currents would collapse. Europe could plunge into a new ice age, while other regions bake in endless droughts or superstorms. And it gets worse. Without salt, toxic algae would go wild. Salt naturally keeps many microorganisms in check, but remove it and you get massive, stinky, poisonous green slime everywhere. So yeah, no sushi, no coral reefs, and definitely no beach selfies. Turns out, turning the ocean into freshwater is less like a dream and more like a doomsday button. You might wonder, if rivers keep dumping more and more salt into the ocean, won't it just keep getting saltier forever? Luckily, Earth has its own salt recycling program. Some salt sinks and forms huge underground deposits. Marine organisms use minerals to build shells, which eventually settle as sediment on the seafloor. And tectonic activity, those shifting ocean plates, buries and reuses that salt over millions of years. So, no matter how many French fries you drop in the sea, it'll keep a steady flavor, just the right balance. So next time you stand on the beach and taste that salty air, remember, you're breathing in 3 billion years of rock juice. Romantic, isn't it? And if you ever think, maybe we should make the oceans fresh, just don't. Unless you want exploding fish, dying corals, and a planet-wide sauna. Thanks for swimming through science with me. If you enjoyed this splash of salty knowledge, give the video a like, drop a comment below with your weirdest ocean thought, and subscribe for more science served with a pinch of humor. Stay curious and stay hydrated, but, not with seawater.